There's nothing to stop the Congress of the United States from calling a convention.
Okay.
They don't need 2/3 of the states to request it.
They could just say to the people,
we're going to
call
we're going to start a convention, and this is the way the delegates are going to be chosen, and this is what they're going to talk about, and these are the kind of proposals that we're going to have them make, and this is where they're going to meet, and this is what they're going to get paid, and go ahead and have the convention. Just like the Congress always creates committees and other bodies to do different things. So they have a perfect right to create a convention. And if that convention comes back and says, okay, here's an amendment to balance the budget or whatever else, that amendment could be sent out to the states, but only if it gets 2/3 of approval from both houses.
So even if we have a convention...
No, hold on. If the Congress goes ahead and calls a convention without being requested by 2/3 of the states,
Okay.
if they do it on their own,
Okay.
they've just convened a convention for advice to get themselves a proposal that they can push forward and try to get ratified, okay? If that proposal comes back and the Congress doesn't like it, they don't have to do anything with it at all, okay? But if they do like it, they have to get 2/3 of both houses to approve it, because it's their proposal. It's not the proposal of a convention. It's their proposal. This convention they created was just an advisory body that came up with the idea. So it's their proposal, and if it's a congressional proposal, it must have 2/3 of both houses. All right. An Article 5 convention is different. An Article 5 convention is simply called by the Congress. It doesn't say 2/3 of both houses to call a convention. If 2/3 of the states request it, the Congress, by an ordinary majority of both houses, can call the convention. Okay?
Now wait a minute, what's an ordinary majority?
51%.
51%.
In both houses. So they pass it the House, pass it the Senate, happens, okay? So by an ordinary majority of both houses, if 2/3 of the states request it, they can call a convention, but they can't limit it to one particular amendment. They can't tell them how they're going to select the delegates. They can't tell them where they're going to meet. They can't do anything except call the convention, because that's what Article 5 says. If 2/3 of the states request it, the Congress shall call a convention. All right? And that convention then has the power to propose, not to pass or change the Constitution, but to propose amendments, plural, more than one, whatever they agree on, to the Constitution. Those amendments then have to be sent out to the states to be approved either by the legislatures or by conventions in each of the states, as determined by the Congress. Not by 2/3 of the Congress, by just majority votes in both houses.
This is a very tricky process.
All right, very tricky process. So the point is, if you've got a majority of both houses and 2/3 of the states, you can get an amendment out to the states to be ratified.